So my worms came. Show my address, huh? I'll check it out. Worm, live worms, worm nerd, worm nerd. Let's pop him open. That's how it came. This is how it came. Live worms. They're like, why are they buying worms? I can tell. They're like, why? Why is they buying my worms from Worm Nerd? Worm Nerd, they just came. So let's pop them open and see. They got them real wrapped up. I don't know if they can even breathe. But they got a couple holes. I see when they was delivered in like on Amazon, they were in like a black bag. So I'm curious to see how they wrapped up. I don't know which way to go. Oops, be gentle. Okay. Y'all see me, I was careful. I didn't cut into it. Let's see. We got a bag. So we got a brown bag. Oh, what's that? I don't play when I see stuff. Okay, I see some water. See some water. Just a moist bag. It is moist. Okay. I think I'm feeling some movement. So here's the bag. It came in this. It's nice. Worm Nerd. This is where I got them from. What else is in here? I'm gonna set them down real quick. I don't know. I feel like they're moving. They got this little instruction. Thank you for purchasing. A little package list. Amazon. US 3 days select. 3 days. They've been shipping for 3 days. Let's see if they still alive. Okay. Piece of paper. Didn't look like much. I thought I seen a bug. I'm making sure. I make sure I don't see no bug. I thought I seen something move or something. Whatever. Okay. Let's get to the worms. Let's look at them. They cold. Oh, he moving. I got a little movement. Oh, I got a little movement. Let's see. Let me get, okay. So, yeah, here we is. I seen a couple movements, so we're just gonna pour them out. Okay, and then I'm gonna show y'all. I see some eggs. See some worms. They looking like they hungry. I do see some eggs. I am seeing some movement. They are small. They are moving. Oh, they're moving. All right. They're moving. Okay, let's see. Let's put the bag here. I'm going to try to show y'all real quick before they escape because they don't like the light. They're moving. They're active. They're active. Let me know if y'all see stuff moving out the way. So that one's running to the bag. They don't like the light. They're active. I don't know if I see any dead yet. I'm watching them. But I do see a couple bugs. I am seeing some nets. Some black nets. Which okay because I am a naturalist. Let me see if I can switch my camera around. Can I switch it? Let's just stop. So here's my worms. This one running. He's running. Okay, they're there. Here we are. We're moving. They're gonna bury themselves down. And I'm glad, like, when I seen it, it looked like they had different. So they must have put them in some fresh bedding and took them out the worm castings. These ones are active and moving. I see a little bit of movement. I see some eggs, which is cool. I'm gonna start in the beginning. Worm Nerd. They moving around on me. Okay. We're going to get to their compost bin and their worm bin, and I'm going to show you guys. They're ready to go. They're ready. So I'm going to show you guys. I'll be back. Okay, you guys. So here's their bin. I got the worms. Still in the cardboard bag over there in my washer. I'm going to check the bed and make sure the bed is nice and moist because they got some nice moistness. Trying to make sure. I'm just going to turn the bed over And I'm sure they'll burrow in and find what they need. I just want to make sure that everything's burrowed in and I don't have any like dry stuff, which I know I do because I had extra water in here. So, and I had this ready for them a couple of days. So I was ready, like been ready for them. And I know I got some stuff in here I probably shouldn't have. But I already have my food scraps ready and I wanted them to be ready. Let's see if they're gonna like this. They're here now, so let's see how they do. Let's just put them here on top of it. Let's see what they do.
They're now alarmed at this point because they're thinking, well, maybe that's mine. But then if you actually go and read the research work, the study, and you read it for yourself, which is pretty long and most people don't do, then you
here they are. I guess I can let y'all look at them move for a while.
The results were
because they're here and they're looking at the light and they see the light and they're trying to move around.
And they did say that. They did say it was sobering, but it's sobering to the fact that they were talking about, not to the point that they just said, which was about a fifth of Australian vegetable gardens are likely to be toxic. That's rubbish. What the reporters were saying, or what the actual study people said, and the professor and the people who put this together, was that it was sobering that there was these levels that were contained in the soil.
I'm gonna see how they like it, and I'm just gonna dump them in there.
Playing that soil, put their hands in their mouth, and then possibly get some lead in their body. We're not talking about vegetables at that point. So you see how the media things around to make it over sensational. They weren't actually talking about the veggies. So,
there they go.
The testing showed high levels of
I'll keep you updated and let you know how it goes.
Primarily in the inner city or other
look like they might have plenty of food here. I'm see which way they go, see how they work in their other bedding plus this bedding. I'm just gonna leave them alone. I'm not gonna move them. I'm not gonna do anything to them. I'm not gonna feed them. Not today. Well, I guess they've been in them for 3 days, but I'm gonna let them do their own thing. I'm not gonna put no fresh food in because I already got.
Had indicated 20% of vegetable
I got some old food scraps in there already. I know I probably should have waited to do them. I've had this bed ready for shit. I guess I had this bed ready ever since I ordered them 3 days ago. Move, dogs. So now they're here. I wanted to look and compare and see like what is a red wiggler. You see them running? They're going.
This is misleading.
This is my compost bin. Well, not my compost bin, my worm bin. Well, it will be my worm food bin.
And it's a best guess.
They're looking like they're getting comfortable.
The contamination facts of vegetables.
They got a lot of food. They have babies. I did see some egg sacs. So I do got 100 eggs, but I do have some egg sacs as well. There's an egg sac right there. If you can see it, it's sitting right there on top. That's an egg sac. A baby worm sac.
And the VeggieSac program is this program where
so that was nice that I had about 100 worms. I'm sure it's not many, but you get 100 worms, but I'm taking my time. I'm going to let you guys look at that for a minute.
Let's try testing soils around a couple of cities in Australia mainly. And so they've got around, I've got the figures here. They tested
my worms are finally here. Yay! You guys don't know how satisfactory this is. My worms is here. My worms is here. Yes, they're here. Shout out to Live Worms by Worm Nerd. I am satisfied. Out of everything, only seen one little net in there. But like I said, what is a net? Hey, what is a net? I didn't see any mites. That's what I was scared of, so I'm glad I didn't see that. It looks like they're doing pretty good. It looks like they're separating. See the worms? I see some that's going this way, going to the cardboard over there. Like, this is their home here, so they should be comfortable here if they was uncomfortable anywhere else. So they're going over there finding cardboard. They're getting ready to start mating. I think I did a good thing. Here's one over here too. He's going into the new cardboard. He's going into there. They're gonna find the food scraps that I have in there for them. That's what they're gonna do. And they don't like the light. So I'm seeing some is disappearing. I'm seeing there's some baby eggs. I'm gonna cover that baby egg up. Here goes one going in, going down. And like they say, red wiggler worms, they breed within themselves. So, hey, they'll switch up and go left and go right and go wherever. I'm just gonna keep it on until I see them all disappear. I see this one, he's going inside the cardboard. Like literally, if you look under there, you see a little worm right there? It's going inside the cardboard. And he's gone. He's like, oh yeah, we've got a new home. Fuck that bag. Excuse my mouth. This one is coming over here too. What is that? A black net I'm seeing. Fine, running. I kill bugs. Hopefully I got enough air, and for now I didn't have enough. I gotta find my bottom part for my reservoir. I'm gonna get that today because I have my worms now. So it's a little sun out. I think I'll go ahead and do that. They look like they're disappearing. I see a couple over here that's disappearing. But as far as I see, I don't even see a dead worm. Like, are you moving? Yeah, you're moving. You moving? Yeah, you're moving. You're into some stuff too, huh? Yeah, some dry cardboard in here. There's some wet cardboard. Like I said, I had some over-saturated stuff, so I'm hoping that with the extra moisture, they'll still moisture in here. So everything in here is not dry. That extra dry stuff in here so that it can suck up the extra moisture. So like this cardboard that he's going into, it's kind of wet, but it was put in here dry so that it can soak up the water from the other stuff that's in here, because it had a different smell. I thought I needed a lot because I have some hamster, even though they say you shouldn't probably use that, but they says any kind of manure. So I have hamsters, so I use my hamster bedding, which is natural bedding. You know, come from trees, you know, soft cotton pieces, little soft tissue pieces looking like stuff. I use that, and then I also I'm not even recording you. What are you? What is that? So is this good for my worm bin or not? Like, what is that? Like, we're not outside. I guess I'm giving an outside vibe. Is that a beetle? Is that a baby beetle? I mean, I guess it's all going to the ground. I can't say it. Micro, you know what I mean. So yeah, my worms are here. Okay, you guys, so this is my worm bin. I thought I'd come back. It's been 4 days since they've been in the bin. So this is my first time having my worm bin, my first time having red wigglers. I think it's going pretty good. I got my worms, you know, from Worm Nerd, and they look like they're doing pretty well for the 4th day in. I did lose one, like the first day after. It was a baby though, so couldn't expect it to do too much, but everything else is kind of looking like it's doing pretty good. I kind of had too much water in it at first, but now it looks like it's done caught up, and it looks pretty good. They look pretty happy. I just pulled back some bedding, and I just seen a whole lot of worms in different areas in my bin, just because my bin's already been set up and everything. So I thought I'd just come and let you see the worms and move it around and let you see how they're doing. But they're looking to get getting pretty big. They've been 4 days, so I'm not trying to rush their progress, but I've been checking on them to make sure that I ain't found any more dead and that they're looking pretty happy. I've been checking the temperature in here, and these worms is from Florida, so I believe they can take a little bit more heat than the regular the normal, they say, because I've been checking this thing and it's been getting up to even like 80, and I've been putting a little bit of water in it just to keep it down, and I've just been kind of turning it just to keep it aerated so that it's not too hot, and I've been keeping it open because I do have it indoors. So I've been keeping it open. It doesn't stink. I did have a problem with smell at first because, you know, like I said, first time doing it, I put a couple things in here that I shouldn't have, and I kind of paid for it. But now I think we're back on the right level, and I'm going to show you the worms. So yeah, I just pushed a whole lot of them over here, but I'm gonna go ahead and check over here because I just moved this over here because of the issue I was having. I've been having this part where it was like lower on this side, so I just took all this product here and took it off of here. So I did it like a regular compost kind of like style because everything's kind of like mixed in. And until I bought 100 worms, so until they can kind of eat this, and I get me some probably more. I'm thinking about ordering some more to help them out because I got a lot of stuff in here. But they're looking like they're pretty happy, and they're looking like they're breeding. I already had some eggs in here and stuff. I really just been checking it every other day now. Like I checked it the first 2 days, like back to back, and then other than that, this has been 4 days in. So this morning I'm just checking it and moving it. I moved it yesterday, moved it and stacked it up here just to keep the air, making sure the moisture is evenly distributed. And this morning when I checked, they all were like up here on this top, and this part was lower, but I had a couple here and I had a couple there. But I just pushed over a whole lot of them in here, so I know they're over here. So let's look. We got a single one. There we go. You're hiding. There go two. There's 2 of them there. Okay, it's 2 of them there. And I only bought 100. So just look at that. That's a whole lot of them there. Can you see that over there? Look at all those. They're running. They're all over here in this pile over here. They're escaping the light. They're all down here. So I think I got something going on. Something's right. I'm just trying to make sure that it stays that way. I am seeing that it is looking a little dry. So that's why I kind of move it around to make sure the stuff that's more wet. And also my bin is sitting on paper bags. A lot of paper bags. So I check under my box to make sure that it's not dry. If it's dry under my box, that means I don't have no type of moisture. You know, I have a couple leaks around in there. It's kind of just like leaking out. I'm trying not to have it too wet until I can get my system built so I can catch the water that comes out. And I'm currently trying to build a lid for this as well. But yeah. We have 100 worms, and I'm sure I've seen 5 to 6 eggs at first. So I'm expecting within the next 30 days, to probably have at least 200 or maybe 150. Not just do too much. At least 150. At least the next 30 days, maybe 150. Because I started off with 100. I could easily gain 50 worms within 30 days with the 100 worms that I had. I guarantee. At least half of them. They can at least breed half of what they have. At least, I guarantee. I'm not going to say they can produce one, but then they do. They are kind of like hermaphrodites, and they can do their own. So yeah, I feel more of the heat at the bottom. So yeah, basically, yeah, they're all over in here, which is good. And I don't really like to bother them. You know, after a while, I probably won't bother them as much. And now that I'm recording, I'm kind of thinking, like, what am I going to do? Because at first, I just came in here to really just look at my bin. And meaning I don't want to disturb them. It's like, how can we see them if you don't disturb them? Okay. Let's disturb them. This will be my disturbance for the week. Let's do it. So I did just say I moved over a lot of worms over here, right? So let's see what these look like under this bedding. I'm gonna zoom down for you a little bit because I know it's gonna be over here. Mind you, I said I had 100 worms. So to see worms in every spot of my bin is great. There they are. You see them? They're moving in there. Some down here. I cover some up. They're just jumping back away from me like, get out the light. Yeah, they're all over there. Let's zoom out. Okay. And you guys can zoom in as well. Well, they're moving. They're moving. They're moving. I don't think I have. See them moving there? I don't think I have nothing. Yeah. So day 4, the worms are doing good. So I think basically what I'm doing, what I wanted to do, I'm basically, I think my smell is down now. So what I'm gonna do is gonna lay it kind of flat and just lay it out even, so then eventually they can come to an even tone wherever they are. And I'm not gonna kind of mess with them no more because, like I said, I already did enough and I've been doing enough. They've been in here and they're new. They're still new, you know, they're still adjusting to their new home. And I lost one baby. I don't want to lose any more, and I really don't want to lose no eggs. So I'm kind of shuffling through real soft. You see I got these finger touching gloves, so I don't really have no bulky gloves on today. And I got some dry products in, this newspaper and things. So just help me move this stuff over without further ado. And you'll see all these worms in here as they go. Look at all those. You'll see all these worms in here as we go. I just don't like 05. I don't like the look of it. So like I like to keep it up at a 1. I love that. Like, look at the worms. I just want you to see these are the worms that I have and where they come from. You know, they're healthy, they're moving, you know, so yeah. I got some down in here. They're liking their bedding, and that's all I'm really checking for, is to make sure that they like what's going on, because before I get more worms, I want to make sure that I know that I'm doing something right here. And you know, I had a hamster, so I used some hamster bedding, and I probably shouldn't have, because that added some smell, so added some heat and stuff, but I refuse to start over. So I'm just gonna shuffle everything down and make it even and just spread it out. We got some seeds growing. I don't know what these are. I don't know what they are. Maybe some cilantro seeds or whatever. Something. Whatever. They can eat it. Okay, so I'm thinking of, look at some more worms. You see those? See, every time I turn, that's good. They're in there, and they're loving the cardboard. The cardboard is where they're attached to, and they're covered up under there. Nice. So yeah, I think it's really doable. They're here too. See them? They're all over. Oh, that ain't one. That's a stick. Don't think it's dead. It's just a stick. There's some here. So it's nice to know they're moving around in here and they're comfortable. Like I said, I only had 100, so I'm hoping them babies is getting taken care of, and I'm just kind of moving it around gently, opening it up, making sure that the air is separated and it's evenly moisture around here, because there's water in here. So I really don't want to add no water, even though I know I got dry pieces like that, but it's actually wet on the other side, so it's not too dry. But I have some, you know, that's dry, but it's Not, or it looks dry. At least it looks more dry. But it's not really dry. You know, it got some type of moisture retained into it. So yeah. I just want to make sure y'all guys get a good angle. Like, I just feel like I'm in a bad position. Okay. But that's my whole bin. You can see it. Like when it comes to the wall, like you see, it's like I got a lot of product in here. But see, that's a thick wall over there, and they be stuck over there, and there's a wall here. They stuck over there, stuck over there. It's a big bin. It's a big bin, and they're doing the work. They're all over, and I don't want to stress them out. So, yeah, this is about it. I'm just gonna spread it out. I turned it around, and I did create something that I'm thinking about using, and I guess I can show you guys because nothing else to do. You know, I just put it there and cover it over. I get little nets, and I put a little fly thing over here. You know, I'm a naturalist, not scared of the little bugs, a little indifferent. Look at that little. Ooh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just not even gonna try to pick you back up because I just did that to you like that. Yeah. So this is my bin, and let me show you. Show you this. So I just created this, basically like a system that you would put outside, like like one of those systems you would put in the ground, a worm tower. Like a worm tower. So I'm going to create this into the bottom of the bed, so like right over the drain a little bit, and then I'm going to stack this with food. So I'm not going to feed my bin anymore. I'm planning on not feeding my bin anymore and leaving this as all my bedding because I have so much. You know, I've been doing stuff, and I do want to add in fresh product. So eventually after this get down, maybe after 30 days, because they have plenty of food in here. I mean, plenty of food in there. It's stuffed down into the bottom. Like, look how big this bin is. And imagine how deep this bin goes. This is an 18-gallon bin. And it's full for only 100 worms. And I did it backwards. I was supposed to add in. I was like, oh, why do they add in less when they start? Now I know. You know, so now I know you have to build up to get to this type of volume. I knew that it was going to shrink. I'm like, I don't want to wait. I just want to fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up as much as possible. And I filled it up with food. I filled it up with my hamster bedding and stuff a couple days before the worms was going to come. But I didn't think it through, because after that, and they were on there, and I'm like, I had cardboard laid out just to like layer it, so different layers that I thought. But then that cardboard, the paper bags were holding water. So I'm like, wait, hey, if I put them in there and they're holding water, I mean, they're going to hold water, and if some of them down there, they're going to drown. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So I mixed up everything into the bin so everything now can flow down evenly, like an even flow system. So I'm just going to leave them alone, and I've just been watching. It's been some that's crawled down all the way to the bottom, and then they crawl to the bottom, and then they crawl back up, and I've been seeing them chop. So this morning, to see them all up here on the top is nice. They're getting accumulated. They're getting comfortable. So this, when I get ready to feed, I'm thinking I'll add this in about the next 30 days. So in the next 30 days, I'll call myself, I'm going to move this stuff around and everything. And it might, honestly, it's probably not even going to be the next 30 days. It might be the next 2 weeks. I got enough food in here, so I've just been adding moisture. So I'm just going to keep turning it and moving it around. I'm trying not to do it as much because I know the worm will do it. But eventually I will have to. I mean, if this is getting the smell together. You know, I can check under this thing now to see if I have water. And it's wet in the center, so that means I have plenty of water in the center. So if they feel like it's dry around here or around here, it's not dry down in here. So if it's ever dry underneath, then I know I have to have more concern. Is it dry in here? So I try to keep it moist, drizzle a little water on top. But my next plan is to add this food tower in, and I believe it's gonna go in all the way to the ground. It's gonna go all the way in, and it's gonna be out like a little bit here. And then I'm gonna add my food scraps in on top. Just fresh food scraps in on top, and then I'm gonna add a little soil in to cover it up. And then I'm just gonna let them enter in from out of their bedding and into the fresh food if they want it. And if they don't want their fresh food, then it's just turning. It's basically composting there until they do want it, until they do need it. And then I can have this full, and I know this is full. I don't have to add anything. I don't really have to do anything. I don't even have to water inside of here, because I can water outside of here and not even touch this area. And it's gonna be moisturized because the cardboard is natural. It'll soak in the water that it needs. And then it'll be a place for the worms to run. Hey, if it is too wet. Hey, if it is, too much. But once I'm done, I figure I'm gonna cover it all on the top of it. Some nice soil, so I don't have to worry about a smell. But right now, truthfully, don't even have a smell. I'm sitting over here like it's no problem. But, ooh-wee. That second day after I had my worms, it stinked. I mean, it stunk. I'm like, it stunk. But yeah. So this is me, and this is my worm bin, my first worm bin, and I believe it's going well. I'm not scared of worms. I'm not scared of compost. Are you? Let's get to composting. My worm farm. It's been a while now. I ain't showed y'all my worms. About 100 worms.
Just so it doesn't move about while I'm testing. I'll do. Okay. That sounds promising.
Here's my worm farm.
I'm guessing the battery might be low and or flat.
This is moving.
Let's see if it'll charge.
I've got big ones. What I'm most excited about is babies. Last time I was here, we didn't have no babies.
I like it.
So this time,
Right, okay.
we've got babies.
I need some
So let's see if we can find some babies in here for y'all. Plenty of eggs, plenty of
modern smartphones.
Worms all over. Last time I was looking for them, searching so I can show them. But they're doing good. I got my worms from Nerd Worm. I do got a lot of nets, but you guys see a lot of little bugs. I don't know if they're nets or what they are, the little bugs. I know this name for them, but it's a lot of them. Which on mine, I got little sticky things that's catching them. It's a whole lot of these. This is what I'm catching. That did come into my with my worm bin, so I did see a couple of them, a couple of ants and stuff. But I wasn't tripping. Like I said, I don't really care. I can catch those. You put up some sticky paper and stuff, you'll catch them as they fly in the house. And also, I got an open bin. I don't have a top. I do cover it up here and there. I'll cover it up with paper and do it here. But yeah, so far this is my new side. I haven't started feeding them yet. I just been letting them eat over here. My new thing is going to be dumping off my fresh food here, putting my fresh food here on this side. You can see, let's see if I go out. Okay, so putting my fresh food scraps here on this side. I ain't got nothing here. I got a tea bag in here. I just threw in here. I could probably just throw out stuff like this. A little strawberry piece in there. And I threw a couple other little things in at the bottom. But yeah, I got all the food. I got plenty of food and stuff here. So I'm just kind of waiting to see when they start moving over here. It's kind of drier over here too, so they're not going to move too fast. But I'm waiting to give me some nice wet food scraps that I save up for about a month. And then I'm going to top it off on top of this and add some more browns on top. So eventually I'll be able to start getting stuff out of here, even though it's still got a while before they get done. So, yeah. I'll let you guys look at the worms for a little bit and see my worm process. There are the worms.
I'm thoroughly impressed.
And it doesn't stink. So I leave it open. I cover it up as I want. It's pretty moist in here. It's get hot. Because I do put the heat on at night. So I kind of keep it open, give airflow. I keep them covered up. They're all over in my bin. Let's see, I'm going to show you. This is the side where they are. So, let's see. Let me show you. There we go.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
And I'll put the correct date, how long my bin been going. I can't think about it now. I think I got my bin in April. I started my bin in April, and it's May. The beginning of April, at the end of February, maybe. I forgot when I got my worms, but I've been documenting, so you'll see. So I'll let you see them for a while. They do stay at the top half. What are you, a stick? They do stay at the top half. A lot. I got the light open now so that you can see, and it helps the flies fly off and fly away.
I've just built back up with some stuff I had lying
I don't
around.
like to stress them too much, but I just want you to see that now. At first I didn't think I had like 100 worms, but now it looks like I got about 150 worms. I mean, they're throughout my bin, the top and the bottom. Here's some babies. This is what I wanted you to see. This is the prized possession right here. Now, they are the prized possession. This is how you know you're doing it right. See the babies? That's how you know you're doing it right, because you got babies. They're reproducing. I got babies. I even got another one over there. I see on camera. Over here.
Unplugged it. I plugged a different hard drive into it.
But yeah,
did some stuff. Then
that's
I
what
plugged
matters.
its hard drive back in, and now it won't
For the
post.
babies.
So I thought I'd take you guys on the journey as I try and figure out what the hell's just gone wrong with this thing. Might be interesting, might not. Let's find out. So if we turn it on.
So yeah.
We turn it on, and at the moment, the state it's in, most of the time, it will post.
What you doing?
There we go.
Looking at me. I'm not out of here.
And if you just sit and leave it, I just
Nosy.
left it on for like an hour.
This is our
Eventually,
compost
it
bin.
just goes to a black screen.
So I don't see myself feeding this bin for another 30 days. I'm just gonna let them eat on what's over here.
What's wrong with it?
And then I'll probably within the next 30 days for my food scraps that I save up, I'll top it off on top of the newspaper side.
So
See the worms.
as you can see, it's sitting on the BIOS screen. It does have, the hard drive is disconnected at the moment. I unplugged it again just in case. So there's no boot source at all.
Trying to stress them out too much, but they're there. Even babies right there.
Either or.
Babies is going back in. They know what to do. I have a ton of babies. Ton of babies. I've probably got about 100 babies. Or at least 50. I'm not going to jump to 100, but it could be possibly be 100 babies in here. That's probably, I can see about 50. I've counted about a couple. That's different sized. I've seen some newborns. I've seen some inchy ones. But there's worms all over my bin.
I also can't get into BIOS, so let's just double check that. Turn it on again.
I did put some food scraps
BIOS, tap and delete.
at the bottom of my bin.
This is team log, isn't it? It is good, yeah. So,
And I'm curious
but I'm tap and delete and
to know what they look like.
So yeah, it won't go into BIOS.
I wonder if there's a lot of worms.
So the first thing I'm
But I
going to do
know
is
it's a
swap out
lot
the
of
graphics card,
flies.
because obviously, as anyone who recognizes this graphics
They're
card will
nets.
know,
They're
this
nets.
is not a trustworthy graphics card. However, if this card had failed, then I would expect us to have no post. Because the failure mode of
Let's
this
check
graphics
this
card
side
is
out
that
together
they're
and see what
short.
these vegetables look like on this side.
I don't think that's our issue. Grab a screwdriver.
And I also move it around too, because the nets,
Okay,
They
so
fly
I'm gonna
out.
plug in a different graphics card.
So when they
This is
fly
an
out,
RX
that means I got a better
570 that I
chance
have
on
kicking around at the moment,
catching
which
them
is the normal graphics card that goes with my
babies.
demo PCs. Okay, we'll
He's
get some
even a
power on
baby,
that.
you
And
know,
the other thing as well
because
is
my
I
worms are
have
bigger than
also
that.
tried
I
doing
got
a
my worms,
BIOS
they were
reset
about
on
this
this
size.
by taking out the
And I had a
active
lot
SIM
of them
battery.
this
That was the
size,
first
so
thing
my
I
worms are
did
bigger
last
now.
night when I first started having troubles
They're
with this thing.
crawling.
But we'll probably try it again
They're
for good measure, just in
crawling.
case I flubbed it somehow or something like that.
So yes,
Cool,
they
right,
are the
okay.
prized possession.
Power on. Whoops, I forgot to turn off the power
The
supply at the back, but
babies, the
it'll be fine.
babies, the
Let's see if
babies.
we can get anything from it now.
This is my worm bin.
I'm gonna try and go
And
into
I'm a
BIOS
first
change
time
settings
worm
to do a
bin
litmus test
owner.
for if it's working.
And we're doing pretty good
You
here.
get nothing now.
I
Turn it
fed
off at
them
the
all
back.
kind of things. Even things they shouldn't have. But we worked
Wait
through
a
that
few
process.
seconds and turn it back on again.
And we're good. You know, that's not even worm, but
Right,
I've
now
had
we've
worms
got
that size.
absolutely nothing.
So yeah.
This is a
Let's
good
do it.
graphics
Let's check
card,
it out.
So, fine. Okay, so I don't think graphics was our issue. I wasn't expecting it to be, but when you have an untrusted graphics card, it's kind of the first thing you've got
Let's
to check.
check them out.
Right, let's turn it off again. And I'm gonna take the graphics card back out, and we're just
What
gonna
are you?
strip things back a bit
lit?
and just check for bad
And
connections.
where do you come
Another
from?
thing that has me partially concerned
I don't
is
like this.
I've got a
I don't know what this is.
I've got a
I know where it comes from, but
USB
we're gonna throw that
2
out.
to USB 3 front header adapter fitted hip down here.
It's
I'll take
the
this Wi-Fi
worms
card
for
out as well while I'm
me.
here. Just in case that is interfering.
I'm gonna come from this side because I keep blocking, but plenty of babies. Plenty of babies.
Yeah, so down here, because this motherboard doesn't have front panel USB 3, does it have any USB 3? No, it just doesn't have USB 3. I've got this USB 2 to USB 3 header adapter, so the front USB 3 ports can be hooked up. I've no idea if that actually works or not, so we're just going to take that out for a sec, just to simplify.
Worms, little netty
We'll disconnect the
bugs,
USB as well.
whatever they are.
Sys
Composting
fan,
bugs.
that's fine. Unplug the front panel
Probably
audio,
got
just
about-
for good measure.
Probably got about
Unplug
200
the
worms
stick cables
now.
for good measure.
I had longer than 30 days. They done all got to breed.
Anything that doesn't need to be
I've had
connected.
about 200 worms
So now
now.
all we
I
have
bought
is just
100
another
worms, started off
CPU
100
RAM,
worms. This has been
and that's
a
basically
while
it.
that they've been breeding. I've got
Have we
about
got-
200 to
have
300
onboard
worms. Look
video
at that.
on this
I
as
might
well.
even have about
So
300
I'm going
worms.
to hook it up to the onboard video and see
Oh,
if we're
they
getting
breeding.
anything from there.
They is happy.
And there's a whole
More
bunch of
than
babies.
happy. Mm-hmm. Whole lot of babies.
Okay, power on at the back.
Step on that side so you don't be in the camera light.
Didn't turn on by itself this time, that's fine. I don't like it
You
when
can watch
they
it
do
from
that.
there. Looks good. Can you see them?
Mhm.
Nice and clean.
I also suspect that the
Mom,
second
what's the
memory
word
slot on
Is
this
it clean,
motherboard is
huh?
faulty because I
More
can't get
gloves
any
like
memory
those?
to work in that. So it might just
I'm
be
cool.
this
Are you going
motherboard
to ask them at
is
school or
crap.
something?
And because
Yeah, I
it
want
was
some
turned
more.
off for a long period of
Can you see
time,
this?
it
Can you see this on
kind of
camera?
worked for a bit, and now it's just fallen over
Looks
again.
nice.
I see one big worm on the side.
Right, turned off. Are we power cycling? I think we probably are.
Yeah, that's a nice breeding ground. You even have a baby's egg sacs right there. I got plenty of eggshells in here. Plenty of baby worms.
Yeah, we're power cycling.
Plenty. And like I said, I put food on this side. So that's what I'm checking at. And there are a lot of them over here.
The monitor suddenly
I
said
put
the
food
thing
over
was power
here
cycling
and I
off.
covered it up. And there's nothing ever wrong with moving your compost bin. I mean, moving your worm bin around. I don't try to move it all the way around like that, but I just try to see for the purpose of the video. I have plenty of worms.
Okay,
Plenty
that's
of
fine.
worms. Look like he just delivered him. Look at that baby. Now you are a baby. Can I get you?
Okay,
Can I get you for
let's
the
take the RAM
camera?
out.
Let's see.
So I have specifically
was so
tested
small.
this
Did I get
RAM.
him?
I just have no
There you
reason
go.
to believe that it doesn't work. I'll put in a
Okay.
different RAM module. I have
There
some
you go.
DDR3 kicking around. Where's it gone?
You see him? He's small. He's
Okay,
very
he's a
small. He looked like he was
CPU
just
module.
born. So we're getting some good production
Let's
of
try it on for size.
baby worms. Yeah, you can barely see him. Thank you.
Oh, I'm going to grab a beep speaker as well in case we're getting any beep codes.
These are the only gloves I use
Right, it's power
for my wearing band.
I still
I'm going
have.
to unplug the hard drive so that stops initializing.
I knew you guys have blue, so.
Oh, it was. It's the hard drive.
I'm getting ready to get this out. Sassy, shush. What are you doing? Princess, get the fuck down. Get down.
We've got to keep that the hard drive disconnected.
No, I might want to hear you barking in my video.
Nope, still cycling.
We're looking at the worms, and this is a relaxing process. Look, I got a baby on my thumb. I didn't even know it. Move out my light.
Pop the BIOS battery out.
Got a baby on my thumb, and I didn't even know it. Okay. Got a baby on my thumb. Got a baby on my thumb.
Right, while that BIOS battery is out, I'm just going to double check the wiring.
It's a big one here. That's not my thumb. That's my index finger. This is my thumb. And this baby on the top of my glove. You see it moving? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, she wasn't looking. There he is. Those are good signs. Cool. She just heard some stuff. But here you go. And down you go, little baby.
Tuck all of this in the back.
Yeah, there you
That's all
go. Okay.
disconnected.
Hush. Because I'm recording. Can you please get out the window?
Yeah, okay, that's all disconnected. Okay, let's try plugging our battery back in.
You're all
Still
over
power
the
cycles.
place.
Alright.
Sassy, get down. I'm not gonna talk to you. You can get her down and go put it. You can get ready to put her up.
Yeah, okay, we'll give it one more, then CPU cooler's coming off.
I'm busy. Yeah, there's plenty over here. And truthfully, I put that food really down deep. So I don't
Check
know
for
if I'm
anything in the
gonna
CPU
find
socket
it.
while I'm here. And there's nothing in the CPU socket, and
I like to move it
as you can
around,
see from the movement of the light,
keep
on
them
the pins there,
aerated.
all the pins are lined up. There's no bent pins. You
Even
can
though
see
they
a
do it
really uniform
themselves.
shine.
I like to move it around, make sure that they getting all this different product and it's moved in there together. Truthfully, I could put some over there, but that's not what I want to do. And I'm trying to fight not doing it. I really want to get the practice going and see if they really revert, how they revert when I start to want to get us out of here. So I'm going to do side by side, as well as making my population bigger, because I'm going to take some off and top them off. And then the others, I'm just going to leave alone. I'm sure there's plenty of food down there. They're probably going down and going up to get to it.
We literally just need to see a post.
I mean, I've got so many worms, so much product.
Okay.
Worms. Bunny, Bunny, hush.
Am I
Bunny.
getting another power supply?
Hush.
We should be checking the power supply at this point. Like, I've gone straight to CPU, but really should have plugged in a different power supply by now. Gonna try a different CPU super quick, because just I
Go lay down.
can't imagine that this will be a power supply issue.
Look, it's so lame. See, if I can't pay attention, then I might hurt the little life that I care about and why I'm here.
3220.
Okay. And he's running from that light. He's like, no, no light. No light. Okay. Well, looks like the food, it might be gone. Even though it's disappeared, it's a little bit deeper than that. I can't even dub, but...
What the hell?
I think I'm gonna leave my friends
It has
alone.
been trying to put something out on
Because the
stream
more I
now,
stack it, it's just like the more that it continues to disappear. I feel like they like a hill, like a traditional compost pile.
Okay.
I feel like
I
they
think this is
like a
motherboard issue
hill.
at the moment.
So
So
that's what I try
we're
to
going to
do.
try
And when I
different
lift
power
them up, I
supply.
try not to
Then we're
lift
going
them
to take
too
the
hard
motherboard out.
because
I'm
I
going to
never
go
know what
to
part I'm
bench
coming
top.
at. And I kind of
And
go
we're going to
soft
start
as
diagnosing
possible.
the
If it's too
motherboard.
hard to lift, it's probably too much product
But
that's
yeah, let's
weighing
try
on
another power
top of
supply
it.
just for posterity, just because, yeah.
Look at
The
that.
thing that you know, whenever you say, oh, it's not going to be this, I trust this, just try another one anyway.
I think I'm stressing you out.
It doesn't cost anything. Oh, we're going to take the water cooler out. Ugh, fine.
maybe he's here, she's here. Like, come on,
Or even just still
I
think about
started
it
my
when you
food
are
ranting and raving
process to
about
start
your last
switching
11
my worms
years. You know what I'm saying?
from
Like,
this
seriously,
side so I can have some
now's
good
the
stuff
time
over
to
here
actually do my
and
homework
eventually get to
and
use
really
them.
show
So
what
I'm
I
leaving
just
this
learned
side
in the
alone and
one-on-one
letting
way.
them
Like,
work
I
and do
gotta
their
tell this
thing over
man
here with the
how I really
economy that's
feel.
over here.
I want you
Then
to,
I
like,
did
not
this
so much
a
focus
couple
on
days
your
ago,
11 years
probably like
before me and what it's been
3
for
days
you.
ago.
Look at what I'm doing.
And now
Because
we
I want to
have
feel one
baby
thing. I want
worms.
to
They're running
feel
from the light
like
since I
you
looked
honor
and
me.
discovered
And
them.
I feel like a lot of times, like here,
They're
you have
down
dishonored
here.
me. And I don't like that because it doesn't make me feel very
Look at
much
the baby
like you
worm on my
care.
finger.
It makes me feel
Running there all
dishonored.
over the place. Okay, let's put you back down in here.
Daniel,
Okay.
yes. Can you summarize some of what you just heard from her? Yeah, basically it
This
sounds
side
like
over here where the fresh food
there's
are.
still
With this
that-
cardboard bag
I
and
mean,
just some
I
fresh
will be
food
sure
and
that I got
eggshells.
you. Which I actually do.
Oh, you gotta finish saying what she said. You don't have to like say which I actually do. I want to hear. Like it's called active listening. Like just repeat back what she just said.
Over.
Just
Unhonored.
Oh, look at them, baby. They're like,
And what does that mean to you?
they're like mealworms. Look at them.
like, you don't.
They're going nuts. They down here eating the corn.
How you feel?
Oh, they're not playing. Look at all
Which I
those
know that,
worms down there.
Yeah.
And that's the first step in fixing anything, just acknowledging where you could actually be better. Forgetting places.
All those worms.
I can't believe you felt dishonored. Like that really touched me. You know, I don't approach nothing without trying to
You
learn
can
from
see them.
it.
They're
I'm
like
trying to learn.
right
I'm a work in
there.
process. I need patience.
Since we're speaking our
Let's see.
truth, let me talk about what you guys talked about last night, because the girls brought it to my attention.
That's not down too far.
Like, the girls had asked you if you can't have any side chicks while you're with me, which would you choose? And you told them that you would leave me.
No. I said if she gave me the ultimatum, then she would probably have to leave because I was this person before she got here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
So that means you would drop me for your side chicks, right?
I'm not dropping for the side job. Be dropping for to be,
All over this
I guess, by
corn here.
myself. Not for,
The side chicks.
I'm not replacing with nobody else.
Can we have a brain surgeon to rewire his logic, please?
Easy. Nice.
Maybe I have to reevaluate our relationship.
Good to know. Got a fresh food
Every girl
source.
has some toy.
Buy what you want.
So now I think I'm gonna add some
Oh, I think I'm gonna be
wet
heading out of here a
cardboard.
little early. Oh my goodness.
Orange list.
for easy. Strawberries, they like the
You thought Jersey
they came from them
settled
peaches.
down.
Oh, there's the strawberries too.
I'm done.
There's the
Thursday,
peaches.
June 23rd.
These was
Back together.
pineapples,
And
I
the
guess. I had
situation
pineapples.
becomes the instigation.
Those hurt.
I'm a cheater?
This
They all
summer,
down here, all the babies is coming up and out of there. They're making a new economy down here. Look at those.
Jersey Shore
Crazy.
Family
Now I'm
Vacation.
really
This is
seeing the
Thursday, June 23rd.
basis of a
Followed by
worm
the series
bin.
premiere of Buckhead Shore only on MTV.
Because, yeah, you have dirt, you have soil. But to have nothing but food and cardboard, I actually like that.
It's like the Beverly Hills of
I
Atlanta.
don't know if I want to give them any dirt.
We're turning up.
It's looking so good, like it's crazy. Like, you see this? It's
You're being down.
ridiculous.
Which cheek looks better?
And wilding the fuck out. What are we celebrating Thursday?
MTV's Buckhead Shore. New series premieres Thursday, June 23rd at 9 on MTV.
Right here. It's crazy, right? Nuts. They're all in here. Plenty of food. They're migrating. Look at all those worms. Did you see them when I picked them up, babe? Look at these. Jesus. They're all over. Brand new babies. Like, I bought 100 worms. 100 worms. Demond, come look. You want to come see a whole lot of worms? She'd be like, what is those?
Take me. Take me.
What?
The worms. Look at these worms.
You recording?
You see it? For my YouTube channel, compost worms. Look at all those. This is all babies. If I grab them, don't hurt them, but let me see. Look at them. See them? They small. See them on my fingers? They down there eating. He said he gonna take me. That baby trying to get go.
You have to go tell him you beat him tomorrow.
Keep a book. Keep somebody's.
Ask him. Sit down,
Keep somebody's mama up.
Yeah, ask him if you can go to tomorrow. Ask him if they can.
Yeah, it's
if you
fine.
can come spend the night tomorrow. If you can, you can do it.
If you can, then you can do it. I ain't telling you no. He said, "You recording this?" Yes, I am. Look at these worms. They're all like what I see on what I've seen on look at that. They're all over them. What I've seen on YouTube and stuff. I like to see them all like right here. Like, watch this. They're so small. Like, I just don't even really want to mess with them because they're so small. Look at them, babe. They're like a whole tunnel of them. Make sure I ain't got none over here. I got some here. There you are. Get back in there. They like in a ball. Like, they like eating. Or where they're eating each other. Like I've never seen them like that where they like together.
Hey, no. Tomorrow. It's Catfish's 200th.
Not in my being at
You
least.
finished it off.
Ivy put everything on hold for Dante.
I'm an emotional wreck.
But is that about to end?
We gotta get this guy to show up.
It's an all-day marathon of Catfish leading up to the 200th episode. Tomorrow at 8. Watch on MTV.
Look at all those babies. They're all like on a piece of corn or something. Like, it's crazy. That's about 50 worms right there.
It was some good feedback, but of course, everybody's entitled to their own opinions.
It's a crazy day today. You're trying to crucify my guy, man.
Hey, look at this. This is crazy. Puddle would be tripping.
Cookies on the washer.
When you pose the question, freedom versus commitment without the side chicks, Mike's like, I choose freedom, which, damn, wifey's, over here, get out of here, yo. Trying to do my thing and you all up in the business. Goodness gracious.
Don't want to keep the light on them too much because they don't like it too much, but just wanted you guys to see my process. And see the worms. And I started with 100 worms and I probably got about 400 now. They're all over. Like literally all over. Which is good. Big baby. On this economy. Roly-poly, Lil Demond said. Lil Demond said, a roly-poly. Oh, it's gonna move it around. I'm looking at what's going on. There's babies over here too. I'm just making my economy bigger by splitting it up. And so I can get more worms.
You need some more cookies.
I'm about to get some too.
I can't get it out.
So
You need some more cookies if you want.
Oh, he got like 5 of them. Greedy ass. Y'all all some cookie heads. You shut up and mind my business, huh? You ain't they nasty?
No, I ain't too cool.
I hope they good. I said I hope they good.
They good.
I'm gonna steal food over here. They got some migrated. I am good. You okay, Bunny? I'm great. Ooh, look at those on. There's worms over. I got all worms all over. I started with 100 worms. And that's truthfully all you need is 100 worms. If you got time, you got more compost bins than you do. That's how I use it. I use it like a compost bin. And it's nice to know they're all over. Babies left and right. And to see that whole economy over there, Lord Jesus, it's everybody from the bottom. Half all you left. You getting going, ain't you? Going the wrong direction. I might have messed with them too much. It's cool, right? And they're still breeding over here and still got food over there. So by the time they are ready to go, bless you, what's wrong? Bless you, bless you, bless you. Just want some left and right. Giving it air. I'm getting some castings. I expected to have so many worms from this bin. It's already so productive and I haven't had it 6 months. Look at this baby worm. It's really small. You think they start off really, you think they start off a little bigger, but they start off as small as a dot. Like, their life is so precious. It's crazy. To see how big they are right now, how many life they all hatched. You know, they hatched in here. They got babies in here. They still making babies. Eventually, I'm gonna want to have all the worms gone from over here on this side so I can be able to get this stuff, this compost. I'm not adding to this side no more. I'm just letting them do their job. And probably in another month or 2 months, they might be ready for me. I'm no longer adding to it. I'm trying to see how many worms is possibly still over here. I don't think it's that many. Let me see. Looking like that's a good casting. It was migrating, boy. That's nice. Babies. That was a cool little experiment. I didn't know if it was gonna be some or not. I didn't expect